Welcome to AMPTour. This is the second stop of the 2025 season at Lakewood National in Lakewood Ranch. 32 players have entered the bracket, and we are down to the final with the remaining two, Caleb Johnson and Domenico, the Italian stallion Giamatti. Domenico and Caleb, both seasoned champions here. Believe it or not, Domenico actually knocked out in round one of the first tournament, already here at the final. Caleb made it to the semifinal, but both, again, absolute champions. Domenico has won multiple events on the PGA Americas Tour. Caleb, two-time Florida Open champion. So these are no jokes, guys.
Hole number one, par 5, 655 yards. It's a long one, dog leg right. There's a protecting bunker up near the green, but it does play a little shorter, so the guys do have a shot at going for it in two. Slopes quite a bit to the right, so as long as you hit a good drive in the right spot, it'll push you down, give you a good shot at hitting the green in two.
We are at Lakewood, one of the nicest courses in South Florida. It's a newer course, and because of that, is in immaculate condition. You're going to see the fairways, crazy undulation, and the greens. They're a little harder to see on video, but they're just as wavy. I don't think there's a single flat spot out there.
Dom puts it kind of close there for a birdie putt. Caleb's about to take his birdie putt. It kind of feels like a must make, given that Dom is in there, and just leaves it on the short side a little bit. So Dom for a birdie to take the hole and go one up. Puts it in. Dom is one up in the first hole, and that is absolutely critical in match play. But I will say, Caleb has been down in a lot of matches and typically comes back. This is hole 2, par 4, 445 yards. Pretty straight hole. It's got bunker on the right side for those that choose to take less than driver, and then just water all down the left side. So pull hook is in play here, but I think most of the guys hit the fairway. This is a fairly attackable par 4 with not too much protection. Just depends on pin placement, but this is definitely a birdie hole here.
Really, the only thing holding you back is that bunker in a tight fairway, like you said. Just got to keep it in play here. Water on the left, bunker, and then townhomes all along the right. So if you get out of play at all, you're on somebody's porch.
Yeah, townhomes are definitely not in play for these guys. The water on the left, that's I've seen it hit a few times, but most of these guys are putting it in the fairway here. Just a poke driver out there, 280 to 300, giving them a nice easy wedge in.
Hole 3, a par 3, 197 yards. I like this one. Another water feature and some bunkers here that keep it interesting, but a pretty straightforward hole.
Yeah, this one was one of the easier holes. A lot of guys just putting it on the center of the green here. You can't miss in those bunkers. That's a auto bogey, but it's pretty attackable from the center of the green putting wise. This is probably one of the flattest greens. You can see Dom's a little short here. That is the play, just keeping it short and easy up and downs.
See the movement of that green, though. It came back to him with this a little pop up there. Caleb actually is in the sand, and, believe it or not, he saved the auto bogey.
Well, it's Caleb Johnson we're talking about. So Dom for a par putt to push.
Yeah, has to make this.
And we are back to all square.
So momentum is huge in here, as you can see. If you don't let that guy get that momentum, you can keep a tight game. But as soon as somebody starts to run away, it can be anybody's match here.
We got a par 4, 465. Another one, it's not exactly the straightest hole, but there's not a ton of trouble. You can miss anywhere right on this hole. Pretty approachable. The bunker is coverable, so kind of out of trouble for these guys. Caleb's approach.
And he rolls it right into center green. Dom, similar approach position.
This is probably one of the hardest greens to get that close to the pin just because that green is so elevated and so far. You really can't see. You're looking at the top of the flag.
A lot of these greens are a lot trickier in person than they look on camera. That is for sure. This is a great example of it, though. You can see just by his feet and the shading. I mean, there's not a level part on that entire green.
Dom to go one up. Just back and forth with these guys through the whole thing. So we're back to Dom being one up. Hole 5, par 3, 162 yards. This one is the pin is just in a good spot here. It's really easy to put it close and let that just funnel down next to that pin.
Shout out Jason for a beautiful putt during our practice match on this green.
That was amazing. I'm going to give myself credit for that.
This is a really cool green, though. Heart-shaped, really. Both of the lobes risen above the center part. So it's, if you don't stick center and get on the right elevation, this is like a triple elevation green, essentially, with just some weird placement.
Dom for the birdie.
And he doesn't pull it out. Those are some good-looking guys. I recognize those guys.
The guy in the blue shirt is an awesome dude, I hear. Caleb for birdie, and it's in.
Every time you have a birdie putt, it's a must make. You're just not going to get a point with a par, especially at this caliber with this level of guys.
Hole 6, par 4, 477.
This one's a fun hole. They start to incorporate some waste areas as we get a little further here onto the back half of the front nine. You'll start to see a little more sand at some point. I'm looking like a liar. It's a lot of green, but another birdie putt. This is the second stop of the 2025 season at Lakewood National and Lakewood Ranch.
It's just constant back and forth with these guys. They push this one all square.
Through 5 holes, 13 left. Hole 7, it's a par 4, 468 yards.
Less than driver. This one is, there's a lot of waste area up the left side. If you go left here, you're toast.
I say Dom kept the driver, though.
That bunker on the left, if you cover that, you're in a really good spot.
Here we go. From the waste area.
Yep.
Chasing it down, going to bird dog that one. And Dom, too. Both these guys. Big drives to the left. Out of waste area. Dom's lie looks crazy, too. I don't know if you saw his feet there.
That is a ridiculous shot from where he was because you could not see the hole.
Long putt. A lot of green there.
$15 feet for birdie for Dom.
Going with the Texas wedge off the fringe. And he left it short. Caleb gave it to him. Caleb needs this to push. Easy push.
This hole's an interesting one. Hole 8, par 5, 558. You can't really see the fairway. Those trees are in the way when you take these guys' line. Anything over 270, 280, you're going over that water and trying to put it in the fairway, and leaves you a second shot that's close to approachable for most. And I think they both went for it here. So
I think they both went 3-wood, 3-wood.
Yeah, it's a really approachable par five, even though it's got a blind shot because the bunkers are over there on the right side, but there's so much green to miss.
They have a big landing spot there. Only real tricky thing is that tree in the middle of the fairway, but it's pretty easy to get out of that. Another Texas wedge from Dom, man after my own heart. For Eagle. Oh,
I'm pretty sure there's footage of me saying he should be chipping that, and then he made me look ridiculous when he put it that close. Caleb in for birdie.
This is a must make for Dom. And of course, he makes it.
And still all square. Again, AMPTour, 32 players. These guys have made it this far. Just birdie golf.
And we're going into hole 9, a drivable par 4. You'll notice the tee markers have been manipulated. They are now together to give these guys the ability to reach this green, no problem. And here are a couple of amazing shots we had over the last couple of days.
American Match Play Tour, where we put strokes out, 32 players, down to one champion.
This is the second stop at Lakewood National in Lakewood Ranch. We were getting a little devious here. We were trying to encourage these guys to drive it. Looks like Dom went 3-wood with it, though.
Still,
And
that's his number.
I say that's, yep. They both kept it short. The tricky thing with this is if you miss it all, there's a lot of woods to miss into.
Yeah, going left on this hole is just out of the question.
Well, and you kind of need to draw it a little left in order to get it onto the green. If you're going to drop it with a driver, you're going to have to keep it short with the way it's situated. So one of the fun things with match play is psychology. And here you are going to see Domenico really turn on some speed. He's going to grab his stuff. He's going to go. By the time we even get to the next tee box, he's already hit.
He's in the fairway. He's gone.
He's gone. He's gone. But that's part of the psychology here is keeping your opponent moving. When you're all square, sometimes you got to change things up. And one of the things you can change up is pace.
Caleb's approach. Again, par 4. Just the trouble at this course is not hitting fairways. It's putting it in the right place on the greens. Dom from 130 out.
And this, I think, is a great example, again, of just how wavy these greens are. There's not a flat spot on any of them. From top to bottom, I think this green probably had 3 feet of elevation.
That's just a ridiculously good putt for anybody that's ever played this course, you know.
Now Caleb's got to answer to get this match all square. And he just can't do it. He leaves it a little on the high side.
Dom, one up. Hole 11, par 5, 646 yards. This one's a tough one. This was playing into the breeze, so unreachable. It's a 3-shot hole, no matter who you are. So they're all just putting it out there in the fairway, giving themselves a good layup iron.
This hole really wants to pull you right and draw you in. It makes you want to attack that pin, but you want to stay left. There you see Caleb does exactly what we're talking about here on your left now. The whole water just jets out. You've got maybe a 40-foot landing spot there. So this is Caleb's third shot. He played a nice little layup to keep it short of the water. Looks pretty happy with that. Now Domenico coming with his third shot. He kept it very left. left of cart path left, but the good thing that does is that keeps the water out of play. However, now the entire green completely blind to him. There's a big hill in his way. I'm not even sure he can see the pin at this point. No flags for Domenico.
Left of left. He was not going in the water.
Kamish, is that in bounds?
I mean it's red, not white, so we're good.
Goes for a little skip. Oh, he keeps it left still here.
Pretty
I don't
sure
think that's what he wanted.
I had a couple of shots from over there during the practice round.
Caleb's fourth shot kept it a little long and high. He's going to get a good roll out here. Again, these greens are just tricky. Dom for birdie. Every birdie is a must make. Oh, and he almost makes it.
So a must make par putt.
Yeah. He's already one down now, so he really needs this. Or talk about momentum.
Another burner.
Yep.
Dom, 2 up.
This is where momentum starts to set in. My favorite hole on the course here, number 12, a par 4 with a big bowl to hold the green. You're going to want to keep it left, and then the green's got to be 15 feet above your head at least.
At minimum, yeah. It really depends on the pin placement too. If the pin is in the right place, you could hit anywhere on this green and it's just going to funnel to it. And these guys have so much backspin on their wedges that they're going to yank it back to it.
So at this point, we're starting to get a little bit of fading sun. Not a problem, though, for these guys.
Sunset golf, there's nothing better.
I say, yeah, what's better? Keeps the heat down, getting some cloud coverage. Now, here we go. Here's the raised green. Like I said, it's like a bowl. Pretty much anywhere to the left or far, you can hit it, and it will funnel right back down. I've seen Domenico stick this pin to 2 or 3 feet every time, and
how about 2 or 3 inches?
There he goes again. Now, a must make here for Caleb again. And Dom goes 3 up.
Short par 3, hole 13, 157 yards.
This one, another one where we manipulated the tee box to give these guys an opportunity to get extremely aggressive. And you'll see it works out. Both of these guys throwing darts. And this is where it comes back to what we said before. Every birdie is a must make in this.
Caleb's birdie putt.
Sinks it.
No problem. Dom's got a little more of a difficult putt going down a pretty severe slope here.
The good thing is Dom's up 3, so he can play this free. A miss means nothing. And so he won't.
What miss? All right, 3 up through 13. Dom is just so dialed at this point. Hole 14, sun setting.
Most of the guys take 3-wood on this hole. If you hit driver a little too hard, you got about 270 till you hit woods. So at this point, Caleb is starting to do a little bit of math in his head. You cannot lose another hole.
Yeah, I mean, you have to push everything from this point on. There's not really, once you get down so much, you can only come back so much, obviously. Again, these guys are 5 rounds deep. So I guess the question is does he have it in him to do it again?
With some backspin, too. That one bit. I love to see it. Another good example of like a semi-raised green, though. Just not a flat spot out here. I'm a 6-foot guy. The green's above my waist.
Yeah, this is another one that if you miss left, it takes the green completely out of eyesight. All right, Caleb to win the hole.
He needs this right now. He needs a momentum change. Dom is 3 up. He just can't pull it out.
Still 3 up through 14. Going into hole 15, a par 5, 588 yards.
This one's got water right, dog legs slightly right. It's a very long hole. Driver 3-wood pretty much every time. But it is reachable for some of these guys. I saw at least one of them hit a 3-wood onto the green within 10 at one of these rounds.
Yeah, it's another example of the design where there's huge landing zones to go for it into, and if you miss, you're okay as long as you miss properly. If you miss wrong, you're done.
If you see that pink, beautiful Florida hue in the background, they're battling the sun as well. Looked like Caleb had an iron in his hand there.
Yeah,
But third shot, yeah, that makes
he
sense.
he laid up, but I mean Caleb's such a good wedge player that it makes sense for him. Dom with the
Okay, also with an iron in
Yep.
hand. I think part of it you're seeing that wind is pushing towards the lake right now because I did see Dom earlier in the day attack this green. A lot of guys talk about dreaming about playing 5-6 rounds a week. Let's play 5 rounds in 2 days and see how you think about it.
It's the gauntlet of golf.
So now not only is the pressure mounting for Caleb with Dom 3 up, but the sun is starting to go down. And this is the third round of the day. We're starting to fight exhaustion. We're starting to fight daylight. And the battle continues between these two guys.
Caleb for birdie. Just misses.
Dom gives him the good. Now, can Dom pull out the birdie?
To go 4 up.
4 up. This would end it right here. If he could go 4 up on 15, it's done. So this might be the nail in the coffin. And he just
Not quite.
misses.
So we're going to see one more hole at least.
Good thing is, though, I love to see it. I think most people will disagree ending on a par 3, but
hole 16.
I think these par 3s, they're point killers. It's they're momentum changers. You got to play them right. You can mess up on a 5 and still save yourself, get a birdie or a par if you're good enough like these guys. But on these par 3s, if you don't play it right, it's done.
Dom plays the slope on the left side there to push it towards the hole.
Now, Caleb has to win this.
Fairly simple 2-putt, so Caleb's got to put this pretty close.
You can see Dom sitting there on the left skirt, and Caleb throws a dart.
Just inside of Dom, getting the free read.
That's what he needs here. He needs that free read. Caleb has to make this birdie or better. It's not going to make it work if he does not get a birdie here.
Dom's going to take his time on this. I feel like both of these guys know what this putt means, and they're just going to take their time, make sure they get it right, because it's not an easy putt, but it's not an overly complicated one either. So Dom to put it in to win the match.
It's a lot harder when you know there's $6,000 on the line.
Yeah, just leaves it just short and out to the right a little bit. Caleb to extend the match.
Yeah, this is a must make for Caleb.
A lot of time over this golf ball.
Cut the tension with a knife.
Oh, and he lips out.
Brutal. You hate to see it.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking. But that's AMPTour, all match play. That's what it's about. I mean, Dom came through and showed what he's made of there. It's a competitive field, man. There's, starting off with 32 of some of the best players in the state, if not the country. A lot of Korn Ferry guys, Q School guys, former professional PGA guys. I mean,
well, I think the amazing thing here with Dom is from first round knockout to second stop champion. Dom was kicked out by Bo in the very first round of Copperhead, and here he comes back to win the entire thing.
coming back with a vengeance.
He knew
Love
what
to see it.
he knew what he had to do this time. He put his work shoes on and his thinking cap, and he went to work.
I think you got a ticket to punch here next time for sure.
Sir, whoa.
I guess Don has something to say about it.
Yeah, every time. Next one's looking good. Next one's looking
There's only
good.
one more to
Moving in
go.
the right direction.
Well, we need the sunlight, so
Yeah, that was good pace. We're
you guys did
moving.
great.
How about Dom? I hate to call you out on it, but first place knockout
Yeah,
in the first match.
Ooh,
To flip the script and come back and win this one, I mean, that's clutch.
Yeah, that was tough. You know, we played a compliment against Bo first round, and I mean, he's a phenomenal player. We knew it was going to be a tough match. And we played phenomenal. I think we maybe shot 4 or 5, and I shot maybe 1.
AMPTour, American Match Play Tour, where we put strokes out. Doesn't matter. All match play. It's not for the faint of heart golfers. It's for those that are good at golf. I mean, there's some guys that come out and try to put it out there, and they just don't have what it takes. So, you know, if you think you're one of those, come see us on the AMPTour. See if you can take on some of the best. It's match play. You know, it's a little bit of an equalizer, but still got to play some good golf. You know, if you got the skills, come and show us.